Step 4. Get acquainted with Medicare. Let's take a look at several critical resources you will need for providing and billing Medicare-covered services. Consider bookmarking these web addresses for future reference. The Home Health and Hospice Education webpage. This webpage will become one of your favorite resources as it supplies information about upcoming webinars, teleconferences, and workshops for providers. It is updated frequently, so please check this page often. There are a variety of educational events and definitions, such as webinars, where you participate through your internet connection for visual and telephone for audio. Teleconference, you generally participate via telephone. Workshops, which are face-to-face, instructor-led educational events. Participants will need to travel to the workshop site to participate. Registration is required for all events, and you will find instructions on this page. Your Home Health and Hospice Medicare Bulletin is a monthly newsletter published by CGS. To access the bulletin, refer to the News and Publications tab on the left side navigation menu. The bulletin provides updates, clarifications, and/or corrections to Medicare guidelines, coverage, and reimbursement. The CMS Internet-Only Manual System. In Step 2, we briefly mention the regulations and guidance page of the CMS website. This is where you gain access to the CMS Internet-Only Manual, also known as the IOM system. The following manual references will serve as your lifeline or foundation into the Medicare Home Health and Hospice benefits. The Medicare Benefit Policy Manual, CMS Publication 100-02, Chapter 7, provides home health information about the current payment system, qualification for covered home health services, physician certification, and plan of care information. Chapter 9 of this manual provides hospice benefit information such as covered items and services, certification, and election requirements, as well as coverage limitations. The Medicare Claims Processing Manual, CMS Publication 100-04, Chapter 10, provides general guidelines for processing home health claims, information about completing the request for anticipated payments, and final claims, and consolidated billing information. Chapter 11 of this manual provides information about hospice notices of elections, billing and payment of general hospice services, and hospice services provided by physicians. Another important publication of the IOM system is the Medicare Program Integrity Manual, also known as the PIM. CMS Publication 100-08, Chapter 1, contains medical review requirements and information about the Benefit Integrity Program. One last manual to familiarize yourself with is the Provider Reimbursement Manual, Part 1, CMS Publication 15-1, and Part 2, CMS Publication 15-2. The Provider Reimbursement Manual will include instructions on calculating Medicare payments and instructions on submitting an annual Medicare cost report. Shifting gears, let's talk about the Interactive Voice Response, also known as the IVR, and the Computer Telephone Integration, or CTI systems. The IVR is an automated self-service tool that assists home health and hospice providers with answers to various Medicare questions without the assistance of a customer service representative, including beneficiary eligibility information, Medicare Part A or B enrollment dates, Medicare secondary payer record effective and termination dates, Medicare Advantage Plan enrollment dates, home health episode dates, hospice benefit period dates, and etc. Claim status information such as beginning and ending dates of your claims, total charges submitted on the claim status, and etc. Check information, for example, the date and amount of the most recent check or the amount for a specific check. General information such as most requested telephone numbers and addresses, hours of operation, remittance advice code definitions, and appeal rights information. Refer to the IVR System User Guide for additional information. The CTI is an automated self-service tool that authenticates beneficiary and provider information that is required before a customer service representative can assist you with specific questions. Instead of verbally providing this information, the CTI captures what you enter, authenticates this information, and displays it to the CSR. For additional assistance with using either of these self-service tools, refer to the IVR and CTI Converter Tools webpage. Educational materials and resources. At CGS, we believe that providers should have access to the educational materials and resources that assist them in doing their jobs both efficiently and effectively. One of our main goals is to save providers time and energy. Be sure to access these provider-specific materials based on your line of business. These materials contain detailed information, billing and clinical guidance, and quick tips. Home health claims filing and special claims filing situations. Home health quick resource tools. Hospice claims filing and special claims filing situation. Hospice quick resource tools. Home health coverage guidelines. Hospice coverage guidelines. And newly certified home health provider or provider number change information. Going further, take a glance at the local coverage determinations, LCDs. LCDs are policies developed by CGS. They are available from the Medicare coverage database and provide guidance concerning Medicare coverage and payment when no national policy exists. We can't skip to step 5 without mentioning the Comprehensive Error Rate Testing, also known as the CERT program. As a Medicare provider, you will learn about and be introduced to other Medicare contractors. We strongly encourage you to gain an understanding of the CERT program, which is established by CMS to ensure contractors are paying claims appropriately, and identify how CERT impacts you as a Medicare provider. For step 5, we want to leave you with a few checklists that will summarize the information you've heard in this video. As a biller or clinician in your organization, please complete the appropriate checklist to assist you with your understanding of Medicare. Medicare resources for new billers, Medicare resources for new clinicians. Congratulations on becoming a Medicare provider. We hope this video will greatly assist you on your Medicare journey. Thank you for watching and be well.